Hello, on behalf of Elbama Putra and myself, I want to thank you for grabbing Flow Motion Kit. In this tutorial, I'm going to orient you to how to basically get the most out of it, where everything is, what you purchased, and so forth. So these are the assets. Once you download everything, I apologize if the downloads seemed a little larger. There's a lot more QuickTime MOV elements in this kit, which is really makes it more versatile, but also it's a little bit more of a download. What you get is the lower thirds, the blank backgrounds. Each of these, except for the blank backgrounds, have WebM previews with them. So make sure you've got those so that you can preview them inside of Easy Video Lab. You've got these foreground backgrounds. So let me just actually, the lower thirds are obviously overlays to generally put over some sort of video or image, so you can have some text and make it more easy to read. They're in a bunch of versatile different sizes. You've got the backgrounds, which are MP4s. The balloon effects, which is nice little decorative elements. You've got the alpha foregrounds, which act as frames. Usually you'll have a layered image, photo, or a video beneath these in whatever program you're using, including Easy Video Lab. And then you have transitions. So, and then you have the bonus tracks and templates as well, and of course the tutorial that you're watching here. So now there are also tutorials for flexible music tracks. There's 4 tutorials here. You want to go to flexiblemusictracks.com/tutorials to check those out. So what you want to do is, now one of the things that you, of course, with Easy Video Lab or Easy Video Lab Lite, if you've grabbed Easy Video Lab Lite, you'll be able to edit the texts, you'll be able to swap any photos out, layered image photos, and or if there's a video, you can drag and drop videos onto the stage, and you would delete the previous any previous video and add in your own or something like that. But Easy Video Lab Lite doesn't allow you to change the different text animations and take advantage of a lot of other stuff like layered images, layered videos, that is, MOV overlays, that is. So basically, if you're not familiar with it, you would really just kind of click on whatever block you want, especially in Easy Video Lab. So if I was going to edit the text, I would click on the text block, and I would select it and replace it with my own text and make sure and hit Apply Settings. For any layered MOV overlays, what you can do is you can select what you have here. Now, if you want to replace this, if you want to use one of their other ones, just let me just point out right here that what I've done up here is I've set this choose folder to the template here, so I can preview any templates like that. Now note that you can click on Center Timeline, and it takes a little bit, but that kind of lets you see the body of the template a little bit better. Now these are pretty complex sometimes, and sometimes I've noticed that that preview tends to kind of wig out just a little bit there, but if you just rewind it, you can see what it's all about. And you get a dozen templates, and you can swap out the text, of course. Now, for example, this one right here, let's say that I wanted to do this. Let's open this up here. But maybe I don't want that blue overlay. Maybe I want a different one. So what I can do is I can come over here, and let's go ahead and let that load. And it's taking just a little bit of time because it is, again, these are kind of bigger files. So let's rewind that and play it so we can see what we got here. And so what we're actually, let's see, it's still having a hard time. It's loading still. So let's get that to play. So there's we have a lower third here, and we have this. This is kind of the frame element. So it's on one of the MOV layers. So if I wanted something different, let's say I like that, I like this lower third, but I wanted this frame to be different, I would delete that layer. And you can, one of the things that I can point out is that this, the bounding box, you see the little blue boxes here, that indicates that that's the frame. Whereas if I click on this, you can see that the bounding box is kind of offset a little bit here. If I drag this around, you can see that's the lower third. And so if I wanted to replace that frame there, I could delete that block. And I can rewind to the beginning. I'll go ahead and add another layer. And so now what I want to do is close this and choose a folder. And this time I'm going to do the alpha foreground. And this could be the case for any of the other elements as well. If you wanted a different transition, if you wanted a different overlay, lower third, that is. So once I have that selected, I can choose media search in this case, and then I can take a look at the different options that I have. So I can go, okay, well, that one's not quite right. Maybe I want a different color, to match what I want there. So that doesn't quite fit. So I can keep looking until I find something. Maybe that's perfect. I'll go ahead and click on add MOV overlay. So it's going to take a little while to load. Okay, so now it's loaded, and you can see that I've got that here. Now I'm going to have to work on the layering here. You can see it now it has it on top. There's a couple things that I want to point out. One is I recommend that you kind of make these layered images just a little bit bigger than the stage, because they tend to have little kind of fringes at the edge where they show through to anything in the back. Now the next thing I want to do is I want to make sure that my other stuff, my lower third is on top, so I'll move that to the top of the stack. And I'll do the same for the text animation. I'll click on that, move to the top of the stack, and so forth. Now, the other thing that I want to do is I want to take that photo and probably position it to where the subject matter is in a better part of that frame. Of course, if you wanted to swap out an image, you can come up here and look for your other image and just swap it out and then position it there. And again, all I have to do is click on this, and I can go ahead and change the text to whatever I want, and so forth. So you can do that general kind of approach for all of the elements, whether it be the lower thirds or anything else, the background videos and so forth. And what I recommend to make it easier on yourself is to simply kind of come up here to the Choose folder and select the specific assets that you want to do. So if I was going to work on lower thirds, you can go ahead and open those up. And it's going to make it easier for just to isolate and drill down into those assets only. So with that, I think again, make sure that you check out the tutorials on the flexible music tracks in order to take advantage of the bonus flexible music tracks that were included with this kit or any other kit. And thanks a lot again for picking up Flow Motion Kit.